hit city center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Fall back, Orpheus!
Fall back! No! No! We have to kill it! Whatever it takes!
Get back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow. The Exaltists have long plagued Waifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Behind my back.
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltis' scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltis base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. all this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy!
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay? This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Forces operation. Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost to Colonel Isolde. Until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunquei Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador. The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division. As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on?
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies. The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunquei Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
Experimental ether units called Obscura were placed in large numbers within the Hollow and around Waifei Peninsula by Porcelumex and the Exaltists. Obel Squad was the first to discover that they could hold and even generate a sacrifice. Later operations by other squads also confirmed this. That's about all we've got on the Obscura for now, and there are still many unchecked ones hidden in Waifei. According to our investigations, none carrying sacrifices have been found outside the Hollow.
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown. Right, Colonel Isolde?
You're right, Orphe. Which is why we're launching the Hollow evacuation plan, starting with relocating the residents of Phylum Heights. We're moving them into the city, at least until every Obscura in the area has been inspected. The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General. As for Obel Squad, you'll be on standby as a mobile unit, ready to jump in the moment anything goes sideways.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move however we want for now, correct?
It's on standby at all times, not do whatever you like. Is that clear, Captain Magus?
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything reckless.
I've got the captain covered. Obel Squad won't be running wild on my watch.
Why do I get the feeling something's going on between you all? Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the Proxies stay safe, Magus.
Of course. The Proxy's a VIP under our protection, aren't you, Proxy?
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating alongside the residents.
The big shots can't wait to run for their lives, huh?
The threat of hidden sacrifices is no joke. We can't blame the executives for saving their own hides. All right then. I'll go get the executives sorted for VIP evac. Obel Squad is dismissed for now.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain Magus?
I was just wondering, Colonel, if I ever disobeyed your orders, would you be able to forgive me?
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, right, Captain Magus? But if that day ever comes, I trust that you'd have your reasons.
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel Isolde.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
Don't worry, I'll keep her in line.
Huh? Me?
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change, right?
Damn right.
Good to hear. That makes me feel a little better, Captain.
Today, Waifei Peninsula has opened its door to us. Just like every other door in this city.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much appreciated.
This moment right now, and back then, it's all starting to look the same. To those sitting at the top, our lives are nothing but silver spoons they use to scoop up and savor their triumph. Civilians, soldiers, doesn't matter. We're all merely specks of dust beneath the feet of giants clashing above us. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
Proxy, you're not making up some technical jargon to fool me, are you? Did you already have a map with the Fisher location prepared in your backpack?
Hey, don't question my professional skills as a proxy, alright? Still, these data errors feel a little too organized to be natural. It's almost like someone deliberately set up this puzzle.
Good afternoon, team. I had heard about Phaethon's abilities before, but experiencing a device that can communicate inside the Hollow firsthand still feels incredible.
Colonel, Isolde, let me explain.
Acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for leniency? Captain Magus, you've been in the military long enough to know. Your behavior is getting more and more unruly.
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat!
You mean you heard all that? Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely lacking.
Anyway, I'm fully aware of the situation. You did the right thing, Captain Magus. All those years ago, we followed our orders, and our comrades died. And now, we can no longer stand by and watch Waifei Peninsula fall into danger for the sake of following orders.
All those years ago?
Isolde, why bring up the past all of a sudden?
I think it's time I told you a few things now, Magus. Everyone here is either a comrade you can entrust your life to, or a brave soul willing to lay down their life for the safety of New Eridu. Which is why what I'm about to tell all of you is so important. It's a story of betrayal. A grave crime born of selfish ambition that put our city and its people in danger.
So, your inspection has finally uncovered something.
Captain Magus and the Colonel's comrades all died during the fall of the old capital due to a lapse in commands from higher up. Is that what you want to tell us about?
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line evacuating civilians. And that's what our comrades did. They fought to the very end, till the last drop of their blood was shed. What we were guarding was not a railway for evacuating civilians. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a Topps warehouse outside the Hollow. Of course, that company paid the commander a hefty reward for that. Every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teammates, Magus.
Captain Magus?
Isolde. Who was the corrupt commander who accepted the bribe? And where is the company that paid it? Answer me.
Captain Magus, your body is becoming unstable.
Answer me, Isolde!
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet. Stay calm, Magus.
Stay calm? Stay calm? How do you expect me to stay calm?
Captain Magus, if you can't keep yourself together...
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unleash this fury, Isolde!
Captain Magus, for the safety of the squad, I'm authorized to activate sleep mode.
You would dare to stop me, Orphe?
I don't have the right to ignore your anger, but the people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for you to say. What do you know of my anger, Phaethon?
We all lost so much. During the disaster, everyone here, Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and all the civilians in Waifei Peninsula who were displaced by the fall of the old capital. So many people just like you lost everything. Natural disasters, man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already in New Eridu? But we didn't let anger, sorrow, or regret pull us down. Thanks to our courage, we've achieved everything we have now. Your Obel Squad, Orphe, Trigger, Seed, and Soldier 11. Your story with them. Sure, the past does matter, but they do too.
Captain Magus. How am I a part of this?
Thank you, Proxy. Isolde, I won't let this go. As you said, I'll wait for the right time to act.
Yes, let's leave it for later. What's most important now is for you all to carry on with your current mission. I'm telling you this now because you were right about one thing. Merely following orders doesn't make you a good soldier. Keep moving forward, everyone. I'll take the heat from command.
Time's ticking, and the Hollow is changing rapidly. If we wait any longer, the fissure might disappear entirely.
Understood, Proxy. Obel Squad, we're moving out!
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these years. Far luckier than I have, Magus.
Magus, aren't you curious? Who exactly was responsible for killing our comrades all those years ago? The blood debt partly falls on Porcelumix for offering the bribe, and partly on the commander who accepted it. Well, Porcelumix's share of that debt was just paid in blood.
Isolde, what are you saying?
That's right. The mastermind behind bribing the military commander back then was none other than Porcelumix's Lucro. Of course, the ones who benefited from it weren't innocent either. Going down with him was only fitting.
Even if they weren't innocent, they should have at least had a trial.
Forget it, Proxy! Your sense of righteousness is admirable. But I also believe you've been through something like this yourself. Unjust accusations, hopeless justice, endless struggle. The Defense Force, public security, the HIA, and TOPS. You're standing against giants. How much injustice have you endured, and how much justice have you achieved?
But, Isolde, you've always told me that justice will come.
Correct. Justice will come, but it will be through my hands and your gun. We no longer need to rely on the sympathy of others, nor wait for mercy from those in power.
Why are you doing this, Colonel? Why, of all times, reveal this to Magus now? Your goal isn't just to let her know the truth, is it?
Magus, don't you want to know the name of that commander from back then? The one who sent us into the jaws of battle just to secure that huge check from Porcelumix? The one who deliberately withheld support from our unit to cover up the bribery?
It was Lorenz.
Yes, Colonel Lorenz, 11 years ago. The very same Lorenz who has now risen to Major General. 11 years ago, he colluded with Lucro. And now, 11 years later...
Lorenz, the lives lost, my years of suffering, this ridiculous body of mine. Is it all because of him?
Lucro is already dead, and Lorenz stands right before you at the end of this road. I've already made my choice. Now it's time to make yours, Magus. We're the only ones walking this road. Don't let me down.
Accusations without evidence are just baseless slander against your superiors. We'll settle this later. After this operation, no one will be able to stop the Defense Force from staying here.
You're right, sir. No one can stop you from staying now.
Isolde. Why don't you come with me, Colonel? We can't leave our big hero behind.
Hero? All the soldiers who never made it out? The ones you abandoned? Weren't they also your stepping stones? Your heroes? Magus, the promise you couldn't bring yourself to keep. I kept it for you.
You sure took your sweet time, my dear unwelcome guests.
Surrender now! Mavarok!
If you keep resisting, I'll blast you to ashes!
Are you going to shoot me, Magus? Then why didn't you pull the trigger before?
Colonel Isolde?
The Defense Force, Porcelumix, the Exaltists. So you were the one tying all these pieces together.
Isolde, wearing Mevarok's clothes.
Tell me, why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
Colonel Isolde of the Defense Force. Or Mevarok, Exaltist Overseer. Which is the real you? The Defense Force moved under your command, and the Exaltist's followers struck back at your signal. You were the one orchestrating both sides all along. That must be why there was a blind spot in your intel. It was all just part of your own game? You plotted this whole charade to divert the Defense Force's troops, which means your real objective is...
You're a sharp one, Phaethon. You've caused us plenty of trouble, but some fates are unavoidable. As for my true purpose, my followers haven't lied to you. It's all for the final sacrifice.
So you were the one behind all the tragedies in Waifei Peninsula. Is that right, Isolde?
And tragedies? I only ever sought to avenge our comrades. I painstakingly wove together the justice you so desperately desired. But yes, it did end in tragedy. What pains me the most is your betrayal, Magus. You had our mortal enemy in your sights, and you were too weak to do anything.
Over the years, Captain Magus has been conducting investigations within the military and has constantly encountered strong opposition from within.
Magus! Why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
I am a soldier of Obsidian Division. I cannot shoot anyone who isn't an enemy combatant. I am a citizen of New Eridu. I have no right to take the law into my own hands against anyone. And I am the captain of Obel. I cannot let my own hatred put everyone behind me at risk.
I'm sorry. I forgot you'd forged new bonds. Then let me mourn alone. For the souls no one else remembers. The sacrifice is about to begin. You are welcome to witness it.
Stop her!
Colonel Isolde, why?
11 years is plenty of time for many things to change.
Who once walked side by side. How long has it been since I worked alongside Isolde? How long has it been since we walked side by side?
Come to think of it, I might not be older than you, Captain Magus, so perhaps I shouldn't be lecturing. But I have also gone through many partings, moments of loyalty and betrayal. And regardless of the reason, turning and betraying who you once were is always a regrettable thing. The gathering point of the miasma lies just ahead of us.
Is Colonel Isolde there too?
This is the first time I've ever realized how hard it can be to confront someone.
Does the tactical handbook happen to include countermeasures for situations like this?
We shouldn't linger here.
It would sure be nice if it did.
Magus, Isolde has most likely committed some unforgivable crimes.
I understand. Don't worry. I'm a seasoned soldier. If she has truly betrayed who she once was, I won't let her get away with it.
You have committed a serious crime. Please cooperate with our operation and return to New Eridu with us to face judgment.
So foolish. Just like she was back then.
Lorenz and Lucro are both dead. You've taken your revenge. Why won't you stop?
This isn't the end. Those fallen soldiers will never come back. How can the city possibly repay the debt it owes them? To be honest, I'm not sure what kind of world the Creator will bring. But at least it'll be different than the disappointing one we're in now. You're right. I've taken my vengeance. Whatever kept me here, it's all behind me now. It's time to knock on the door to the final domain.
Are you a soldier protecting the city? Or an overseer wreaking havoc? Isolde. Or should I say, Mevarok?
It's just a name, young Proxy. Just like you wear the name Phaethon. To the world, Carol Arna is the name of a sinner. But there are still those like you who believe in her innocence. If I don the name of a sinner for those whose names have been forgotten, does that make my justice any less true?
Even if it was for the sake of revenge, why did you choose such a twisted path?
How would you carry out revenge then? With kindness, justice, or love? These tainted hands are all I have to depend on!
Turn back, Isolde. They're gone. And I don't want to lose you too.
I've already come this far. So let's skip the empty reassurances and heart-wrenching farewells. Let's settle this with guns and blades, just like real soldiers would! Don't be so naive. Revenge is a path of no return. Onwards to battle!
Careful!
Hold the formation! Keep the proxies safe!
We've already chosen different paths. So, there's no point in looking back now!
These ether fluctuations...
You're not the same flame you once were. You don't deserve the name I gave her. Maggot! Why must you stand against me? Stop getting in my way!
The flames of vengeance have been burning inside you and me.
These flames...
Shouldn't be weapons of consuming you!
The miasma's clearing.
Isolde. Ishwan Shifa. You can leave the rest to me.
I think you mean us.
Right. Us.
Back in the day, you never managed to beat me during training. I hope both of you have grown since then.
I might still be stuck where I was. Orphe.
I'll do my best.
Show me me your conviction with that blade of yours, Magus! You've certainly improved. The one still stuck in the past might be me.
Aren't you the one who pulled me out of my stubbornness? Aren't you the one who saved me from despair? Well now, it's my turn to wake you up!
Enough, Colonel.
Revenge. Or closure. No matter what. There's no going back.
You're right. There's no going back.
That's why we have no choice but to keep moving forward!
I won't allow it. I don't want to lose anyone who stands behind me again.
Including you, Colonel.
People behind you, but you've lost so many. What difference would one more make? Being soft only leads to pain.
Orphe!
Is it Danny?
Isolde!
It's already too late for me to turn back now.
Isolde!
Colonel!
It's too late to turn back now. And I've always hated dealing with court-martials.
Isolde, why didn't you ever tell me everything that happened?
Because you're Orpheus. My Orpheus. You had already lost so much. Your comrades, your body, and the life you were meant to live.
Isolde.
After everything you'd lost, I didn't want you to carry any more burdens.
But if I had known sooner, maybe you wouldn't have... everything I've lost. You've lost too.
There's no turning back, Orpheus. My hands are stained with blood and guilt.
I know. I'll pay your debts for you.
Me too.
Orphe?
I'll stick with Captain Magus, and we'll make up for your mistakes together. I'll stay by Captain Magus's side. I won't let her lose her way like you did, driven by anger, loneliness, and despair.
I know you're in pain, just like me. But you're also very lucky. Orphe is a good kid. Don't let her down. Don't disappoint your younger self, Orpheus.
I won't, Isolde.
I believe you. I'm the only disappointment here. It's been so long, Orpheus. I've missed you so much. Please, forgive me.